2:05 de este martes 29. Vamos allá con el directo en el All-Star Game. All-Star Game. Es lo que nos toca hoy. Y luego es partido clave seguido. Pero no lo haremos hoy. Venga, let's go. Luego partido clave contra Orlando. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué es? Fred Temple seleccionado en la lotería. Procura que no utilice este partido para demostrar a la liga lo que vale. No sabemos ni quién es Fred Temple. Pero ahí está, tocándonos los huevos. Fred Temple. All Star. Error en camisetas. Bug de las camisetas. Nunca lo arreglaron. En 2K. Mira que tuvieron parches para hacerlo. Pero así son las cosas. Vamos a hacer el desafío diario. Son muchas bandejas. Bueno, aquí siempre nos gusta ver quiénes nos han tocado en nuestro equipo. Este año novedad, porque estamos en el este. Entonces, tenemos a un tal Kate Cunningham, Tyrese Halliburton, compañero nuestro, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Lamelo Ball, el otro base, Oscar Montero, que somos nosotros. Vale. Seguimos. Jalen Branson, 3 bases, Bama Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Buckets, Pascal Siakam y Darius Garland. 4 bases. 4 bases. No hay equipo que ver. Pero sí apariencia. Vamos a poner unas zapatillas nuestras. Hoy nos toca ponernos unas que no nos ponemos mucho habitualmente. Pues nos vamos a poner las chetos. Nos vamos a poner las chetos, que van un poquito con el color, pero solo un poco. Bueno, así hombres altos estamos Embiid, Giannis, Adebayo y yo. Bueno, y Siakam. Vale, espera, quiero ver. O sea, es que ya es por ver. Quiero ver quién es el Fred Temple este, porque ya Fred Temple de Orlando. Orlando, qué gran turrón. Fred Temple es el tercer escolta de Orlando. Es que ni va a jugar. Y me ponen un partido clave por eso. Al iros a la mierda.
Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what, this is
Cubrimos a Jokic.
my favorite.
No, a Wembanyama o a Jokic, a Wemby.
Amazing collection of players we have here tonight. This year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Anthony Davis, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Doncic, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Wembanyama in at the 4 slot.
And fans and celebrities
Anthony Davis
alike have descended
de
on
alero,
this
tío.
town for All-Star Week. There's
Solo
been
tiene
a
nombres
bunch of
altos por lo que veo.
events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Now, here is Halliburton. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama against Halliburton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. He can't get it to go.
Le
Excellent.
quitamos el rebote a Víctor.
Round the pass to Montero.
Y la metemos delante de Víctor.
Boy, a super close 2 points there. MP finishing nicely.
Doncic, SGA, Wembanyama, Davis. Vaya equipazo.
It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now, here's Jokic. Doncic looking it over. Wembanyama outside. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 5.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And stolen by Wembanyama.
De brazos más largos tiene Wemby.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone.
Mi ex compañero SGA.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Jokic. Wembanyama outside. And here's Davis for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
MP with it. Ball, a screen on Wembanyama. Outside, ball. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the East. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And the
Eso va a llevar un
rejection
tapón de
by
Wemby.
Wembanyama. Doncic kicks to Davis. The pass to Gilgeous Alexander. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ball, the pass to Montero.
Otro que fallo. Es
It will
imposible
not
ante
find the
Wembanyama.
hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge
Bueno, no tan
scoring
difícil,
night for him
vamos.
on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Acabamos de hacerle un tapón a Jokic.
Being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The
Y
highlights are almost
otro tapón.
always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Lleva 2 tapones
Let's take a
Wemby.
second look at that fantastic block.
Tell you what, early in a game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Putos tapones.
So here are the West All-Stars. And here is Doncic. Nothing on the board. Outside for Wembanyama. The three-pointer off the mark. The East trailed by 4. Brown with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass
Iba
to
4
Gilgeous
tapones.
Alexander. On the wing, Doncic. Launches a 3. Montero grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Venga, punto número 8 para mí. Vamos.
MP's got 8 points.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Montero's gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. Wembanyama, a screen on ball. Gilgeous Alexander, count it from 12. Gilgeous Alexander's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's his third field goal, and now he's
Mira,
made
6,
half of his
tío.
6 shots.
Es que no defiende nadie.
Question whether Gilgeous Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
MP inside. Gilgeous Alexander covering.
Pero
Tries again. Embiid, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Brown. That one, no good. Great D that time.
mis compañeros es que no han anotado.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Brown. And it's Doncic missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the East. 6-point game. Here's Montero. And MP throws it down.
Llevo yo los 10 puntos del equipo.
Handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Halliburton for three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 6. Back to Doncic. And Benyama outside. 5 on the clock. Davis, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Jokic missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Right side, ball. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Here's Doncic. And that
No ha sido mía.
coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know what separates Doncic from most players? He's really calm under pressure. Great poise. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace.
And some
El tonto de
changes
Jimmy
here
va a
for the
tener.
East. Butler, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Kate Cunningham comes in for Ball. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Halliburton. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the West. Edwards comes in for Davis. And MP throws it down.
Oh,
Pero 12 puntos.
the ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Brunson against Gilgeous Alexander. Passes to Barnes. Doncic against Cunningham. Pulls up. And it's Doncic missing. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Montero. And the dunk by MP.
Butler, a team-first guy willing to dish that rock all the time.
La victoria de la primera vez que nos ponemos por delante en toda la noche.
Butler against Edwards. The 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Butler passes to MP. It's rebounded by the
No, no
West.
puedo creer.
Gilgeous Alexander with it. Now defended by MP. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. And it's in there. Gilgeous Alexander's
No puedo
got 8
creer,
points.
macho.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective.
2+1.
And MP throws it down.
La falta del oeste.
Just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Jimmy Butler. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for
No he llegado, tío.
And
No he
Durant
llegado.
subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Durant commands so much attention, part of the reason why he had a wide-open teammate there.
Es que no he llegado, macho.
Now, here's MP. He's got 17. Cunningham on the wing. Over Edwards. Cunningham gets the bucket. And the East leads by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to KD. Jokic with the screen on Brunson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Good ball movement here by the East. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Jokic high post. Shoots over Brunson. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Here's Montero.
2+1 otra vez.
Hey guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the West. Free throw, no good for MP.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode every play, trying to do more for his team.
Now, here's Jokic. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Venga, Giannis, un poquito de papa Giannis.
He's got 21.
No.
Cunningham outside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Over Jokic. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
You know, Giannis wants to get a few steps closer, but he's worked really hard to make this mid-range shot more consistent.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Edwards can't hit. The East leading by 3. Brunson finds Cunningham. MP with a screen on Edwards. Cunningham passes to Montero.
No sacó la falta.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He shoots again. Can't get the layup. MP has been leading the charge for the East All-Stars. His stat line has been terrific.
No puede ser. 10 de 17. 4 tapones, Víctor Wembanyama. Ellos 37% en tiros de campo, nosotros 48%.
As the quarter
9 puntos en 4 perdidos.
Right,
ya tengo un doble-doble. Y me quedo en el banquillo. Empate a 54. Y me perdió todo el cuarto.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Adebayo. MP comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Ball subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
He perdido 9 minutos.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Scotty Barnes.
9
Luka
minutos.
Doncic comes in for Edwards. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Devin Booker. On the court for the West All-Stars. Wembanyama's out there with Durant. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown. For
Bien,
the West
Yorica.
All-Stars.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Wembanyama, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Brown dishes to Embiid.
2 minutes left.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it.
No la meto,
Bonus
tío.
that time would have put him up. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Here's Jokic. He's got 9. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Wembanyama has gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. To the paint, a reverse. Montero, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Doncic. Fader on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Embiid, the pass to Montero. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars.
Un desastre de partido. Tenía que haber simulado.
46 seconds left in the first half. Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis in the corner. Pass to Wembanyama. The West again cannot hit.
Ah, mierda.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
MP looking around. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off the back rim. No good. Wembanyama way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. West All-Stars lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Si es que no sé por qué cojones no lo simulo todo. Esto es una mierda.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
MP out there with Embiid. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Ball, and it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Ball from long range.
Joder, macho.
Clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good.
No se puede, tío, no se puede. Cuando la máquina está de que no. Puto Llorica, tío, que se nos han ido a 5, a 6 ahora. 6.
The West All-Stars have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
No se puede, tío, no se puede.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Jokic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And that's a nice job by Jokic, getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
And Jokic drops them both. The East trail by 8. The pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the East. From about 16, the West grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic inside. He's covered by Ball.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Acaban de ir a 10.
MP against Wembanyama. Montero kicks to Halliburton. There's Brown with the 3, and another miss by the East.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Outside, Davis. Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's hauled in by MP.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Jokic passes to Wembanyama. That's in.
No puede ser que nosotros no metamos y ellos metan lo que les dé la gana. Oh, macho.
Now a timeout called by the East.
No puede ser.
The East trail by 13. Halliburton outside. It's stolen by Davis.
Es que nos roban todo.
Wembanyama passes to Doncic. Back to Wembanyama. And the West hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball, a screen on Wembanyama. Outside, Ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ball's got 12 points in the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Doncic with it. Halliburton picks him up. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. A three from Wembanyama.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Montero kicks the ball. Halliburton for three. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. At one point, they led by 16. Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Davis. Pocket six. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And the execution
Lo está metiendo todo, tío. Es que lo está metiendo todo, Wembanyama.
It's almost as if they're a step slow.
On the wing, MP. He's got 21. Here's Ball. The West grabs the miss. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Es que lo mete todo, es que no puede ser.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the West hit again from deep.
Man, the trip.
Llevan 4 triples en el tercer cuarto. Es que en todo el partido llevan 13.
Keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And the East All-Stars call time here. The East trail by 19.
Vamos, que la tienen que robar. O sea, es que la tienen que robar. La vamos a robar, hagáis lo que hagáis.
The kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Embiid sets the pick for Brown. And another miss by the East.
Es que mira cómo... Es que no puede ser. Que llevamos 1 de 8 en tiros de campo. 1 de 8.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the East. MP finds Brown. Out of bounds.
Ah, se acabó.
It'll be the West All-Stars ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Es que odio estas cosas.
Wembanyama, a screen on Ball. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Llevamos 3 puntos en el cuarto, ¿eh?
SGA making it look routine.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
O sea, Que vamos 21-3.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers.
21-3.
The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
21-4.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for
Que
the
me
alley-oop.
confundo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line. So they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 20.
And you know, Embiid is a guy who consistently brings energy on this end of the floor.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for ball. And West also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. At the elbow, Brunson. To the inside, Montero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Total commitment there from MP on that play, not allowing that interior defense to distract him at all.
He doesn't get the second one. The West leading by 21. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with the screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Some nice passing here by the West. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready
Una de 10.
to pull the trigger.
Que es imposible, tío.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Edwards. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brunson kicks to MP. Inside, and stolen by Wembanyama. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, and Wembanyama throws it down.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
To the middle, Jokic with the steal. Pass break, here comes the West. Passes it to Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. MP against Wembanyama. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson covering. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket. Anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brunson. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The West making some changes. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Booker in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And the dunk by MP.
And it is hard to hold MP down. He just keeps coming at you. What a night.
Pass to
¿Cuántos minutos lleva Wemby? 21.
Edwards. Nobody near Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 10 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got Barnes. Devin Booker out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Durant. And it's Williamson in at the center filling out the middle. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a... top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Inside, here's Montero. Good D by Barnes. Now Edwards. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Kicks to Booker. Williamson with a screen for Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Butler passes to Montero. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this speaks to how poised MP is, not allowing the physical contact to alter the shot.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Joel Embiid. Brown comes in for Butler. And Halliburton subbed in for Jalen Brunson. KD a screen on MP. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Here's Halliburton. It's Brown on the wing. From deep. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Booker with no one around. Off target from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And going out of
Joder,
bounds.
pero es que no se
Last
lía,
touch by
tío.
Barnes. Cunningham, he's checked in for the East. Here's Montero, and the dunk by MP.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Halliburton. Good chance here for Booker. Again, the West All-Stars.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
On the wing, MP. Outside for Halliburton. Brown outside. Back to MP. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his fifth foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Barnes, and Curry subbed in for Booker.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The shot by KD, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Cunningham against Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Montero's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Back to Brown. Now the feed to MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the basket by Curry.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
A ver, esto es tontería.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Lo que bueno es que hemos sido convocados. Ya está.
Cold-blooded MP. You guys really poured it on out there.
Hemos perdido el tiempo de una manera bastante increíble. Bueno, se acabó.